Hi guys, welcome back to a new video. So before I'm gonna give you a tour of our garden. I'm gonna show you my greenhouses. They're now set up and in their permanent spot, kind of. So I'll show you that quickly, and then I'm gonna go through all the beds we've planted, what's growing in them and why, and just give you a little update since my last video. So this is my little greenhouse, which I have been using for just planted stuff, so just seed starting. Unfortunately, at the moment nothing is growing. Like nothing is coming out at all. I planted these, I think most of these I planted the 5th of April, which is like 2 weeks ago. Yeah, unfortunately none of that is coming out. So yeah, this is my small greenhouse, and then the big greenhouse is here. It's a lot bigger, and here I put the next stage, so whatever's growing, like in between growing and planting them in the garden. Okay, so we're at the garden bed now, and this is row number 1. I just want to say we are next to the road, so when there are cars passing it gets very loud. I realized that from my last video. Unfortunately I can't really change anything about that now. Anyway, so row number 1 here at the front, I have planted some tatsoi. There's a car. I have planted tatsoi, it's not been coming through yet. Then I have a little patch of radish. I planted 2 varieties of radish, and the first one's not coming through. The second one is. And let me just take you along. So, here's the tatsoi. Got radish 1 and radish 2, which is coming out. Here is some of the radishes. And then here, the last part, we have the brassicas. So we have some cabbage, cauliflower and broccoli, and as you might see, in between we've planted some parsley, so just to deter, I guess, hopefully insects eating our brassicas. Unfortunately, I don't know if it's gonna help, because this guy has been been chipped at. So here's our second row. I've just planted lettuce mix the other day in this patch, and then continuing, I have radish as well. I have 2 beets there next to each other. And then I planted chicory kind of in between and next to this. It hasn't been coming up, so I'm not sure if he's coming along. And then here I have 1, 2, 3, 4 leeks. Just most of these seedlings that you see here in this first garden bed, we have actually gotten from a local place that sell seedlings. So like these leeks, and then third row here we have our eggplants. There's 2 bigger ones and 2 smaller ones. I have planted radish in between. Here's one popping up, and then we continue to tomatoes. Now there's a mix of tomatoes. Some are randomly that grow in other places and I've replanted them here. Some are my own that I started from seedlings, like this one. And then these are again from the local man we've bought. I've put some basil in between them for my tomatoes because they go along well as companion planting. I also have some peas in between, and then some parsley, because it's good to have variety, and because tomatoes take so much from your soil. So more tomato, here's another pea, another basil. Here's a big tomato. I transplanted him recently and I thought he died, but it seems like they're coming back, same as this one. Okay, so row number 4 is more nightshades. We have capsicum here, capsicum 1 and 2, and another little pea, and more capsicum, another pea. So you see that we did like interplanting between. Here is 2 beans. I don't know why, but they just look so sad. I really hope they grow. They come from the same local place where we got the seedlings. So, and here's more random tomatoes. I hope they survive. I think one already kind of died. He's not there anymore. Yeah, some little tomatoes, and I have planted some basil seeds in between here, so they have not been popping up because I just did that just the other day. Okay, let's continue here. So basically the first 4 rows are plants that we hope to get some vegetables off. Now the next 4 rows are more used for a cover crop. The birds are so loud. So this next row here we've planted cowpea, because cowpea is used a lot here in the area and it's a very good cover crop. It's good for the soil. The next row I have planted turnip, which hasn't been coming up, but behind the turnip I planted buckwheat, and the buckwheat is doing so very good, so well. I'll give you a quick show soon. Then the row behind it I have radish, which has finally started popping up just a little bit. And then at the very end we have a green manure mix. And then the last row is again radish. Up to the end we have a chicken mix, because our plan is to get chicken and let them roam free on the last rows, so they can also help with our soil and making the soil better. So pretty much this patch, like kind of behind me up to the back, is very clayey, like a lot of clay in the soil. And so we hope to make our soil better by doing this. And then behind the bed we want to plant flowers. So I'll quickly show you our buckwheat, which is doing so well. Right here is buckwheat. And there we go, look at that, it's growing beautifully. So this one here is the cowpea. That's what it's looked like, doing pretty good. And then we have, as I said, the 2 last beds is they look like each other. It's the green manure mix and the chicken foraging mix. Anyway, so that was a little tour of our first garden that we put in. I hope you like this video. And yeah, we're just beginners, we're no experts, so I just like to take you along. And obviously the next one is going to be the one behind us, and I'm excited to take you along, show you how we started up to the finish. So that will be my next video. See you guys, bye bye.